Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead. Today I am in the garden and I'm going to harvest as many herbs as I can. The last couple of days have been pretty rainy and pretty cold. It's a little chilly today, but I'm noticing a lot of bending on my onions and my garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and do one last top off. That is going to encourage the growth into the bulbs so that we can get nice big bulbs. And then what I can do is dehydrate the garlic and the onion tops and grind them into powder. I can freeze them. I can toss them into soups and stews. I mean, the possibilities are endless here. And then at the end of this bed, we have so much mint and lemon balm. It's going to make a lot of wonderful teas. All right, while I am doing this, I need to remember to keep in mind that I have seen snakes. There are more than likely snakes out here. So I have to watch where I'm putting my hand, paying attention to what I'm doing and not just grabbing, willy-nilly. If this is your first year growing onions or garlic, it is important to note that not only do you get a bulb of onion and garlic, but you can also use the tops. The entire plant is edible. So definitely save your onion and garlic tops. Even the scapes, as the weather warms, you'll see the scapes start putting off, and that is where the scape is the bud that is going to turn into the flower. Once you notice scapes on your plants, which I don't have any because it's not exactly warm enough yet, seriously give it another couple of weeks and that's probably what we'll be coming to do, is clip off those scapes. But when that happens, you want to be sure to cut those scapes off and do something with them. Otherwise, it signals to the plant that the bulb is done forming and it's not going to get any bigger. And the whole purpose of growing onions and garlic at home is to get big ones, right? Food for thought, I guess. These big holes, we've got grasshoppers. Now, is this lettuce okay to eat? Yes, it is. I just have to wash it first. There's no droppings and there are no bugs. They're just holes from grasshoppers. And real food has bugs on it. Real food has holes in it from bugs eating them. Real food has dirt on it because, well, that's where it grows. Here we have cilantro that has bolted. It's still perfectly fine. Bolted cilantro does not taste bitter. It tastes just like cilantro. So I'll dehydrate this and put it in a jar. More bolted cilantro. It smells lovely. I've done like maybe 3 feet of this bed and I'm already almost full. Now this cilantro here has completely fallen over. I'm going to go ahead and cut it at the base. It's not looking good, so I'm going to leave it here to compost in place. We have now made it to the epic bed of mint. So in this bed is mint and lemon balm. There's a little bit of sage and some onions and garlic to kind of help with the pests. Oh, look at them. See, this is what I'm afraid there's a snake in. Oh, the smell. I'm inside now and it's actually much later. The camera died earlier while I was harvesting, so I went ahead and I just finished doing what I was doing, and I figured that I would bring you inside, turn on the camera, and walk you through my process of, there's a lot of things in this basket, so there's a lot of bowls out. I'm separating them into separate bowls. It's a little bit more, I guess, time consuming and tedious, but it keeps me from having to take outside like 5 or 6 baskets to keep everything separate. Here I have 2 Brussels sprout plants. They had began bolting, going to seed. The bottom Brussels sprouts, the outer layers anyway, don't look so good, but they are pretty plump. And then as we go up, We got some small ones here, and then they get a little bit larger, and then you can see this is where it started bolting. I did top off the flowers on top. So I'm going to take as many Brussels sprouts as I can off of this, and obviously the other one. And this one has a little bit bigger ones, more formed. But there also is more pest damage on this one than there is on this one. So I have two types of clippers, I guess. So I have scissors and clippers, pruners, to get these off. Whenever it comes to your Brussels sprouts, you could just grab a Brussels and you twist. Yeah, see, it never comes off very easy. And then it kind of rips the whole thing. So I'm going to cut them so we don't get this rip. I have to wash all of this, of course, but I will be making these for dinner, not tomorrow because I have asparagus to make tomorrow, but it will be on Tuesday. We'll be having these for dinner. Oh crap, Tuesday's Landon's birthday. He wants taco ring. Okay, it'll be Wednesday. So I'll have to put these in an airtight container. They'll probably end up making their way maybe over to this if the herbs don't get in here. I'm just gonna put all the Brussels in here. Let's try with the straight edge scissors. Just going in and snipping, and that seemed to work much better. I'm going to peel away the first couple of rotten layers that I don't want to keep. Inspect for bugs. Look at that little tiny cabbage. Little tiny cabbage. It's so cute. The way that I plan on cooking these, and this one's really small. Really small and kind of fluffy. The way that I plan on cooking these is roasting them with garlic and bacon and some good quality lard in the cast iron skillet. And I'll probably end up making some Dutch oven bread. That goes really well with that, and either pork chops or maybe fried chicken or something. Don't know exactly. I have not made the meal plan. This is going to kind of help me do that because I've got food to use up before it goes bad. Okay, to make this go faster, I think I'm just going to cut them all off and then pull the layers afterwards. Well, I have it in my hand. Ugh. Yeah, see, whenever I don't hold on to them, they flip all over the place. I'm trying to make things easy. It makes it more difficult. It's getting a little tougher. We're going to switch to the pruners. Oh, that's much easier. Alright, I have these separated into the two Brussels sprout. The stalks are here at the end of the table. There was no bug damage, no bugs that I saw on this one. There are a lot of caterpillars on this one, and I need to identify exactly which one it is, and I need to treat for them outside because there's a lot of them. So I'm going to do this and then move on. These larger leaves, like this is still a smaller, larger leaf, but salad. You know what? This didn't even form a head. This is all just leaf. It's loose leaves, so for salad leaves. I'm doing an assortment of leaves. This is where it started bolting and began to bud. I know it's really dark in here. Sorry about that. I do not have any extra lights on me right now. Alright, I am all done, and I got this about a half a colander full of little Brussels sprouts. Will be enough for, that'll be enough for dinner. Everything here on the table I will not be keeping or putting in the compost pile. A lot of it has a lot of these little caterpillars on it. And I saved all the caterpillars because I need to get rid of them. They do not need to make their way back into the pile. There's also a whole lot of poo and eggs, so I don't want any of this mixed into the compost. So I've got this little box here, and I'm going to put it in there to keep it separate from my compost bowl there. We have 4 carrots, 2 purple, or I don't know if they're red or purple, an orange and a white. Now not only can we of course save the carrots, but the greenery can be saved as well. So I could dehydrate this, put it in a jar, and then toss it in with soups and stews. You can also make a tea out of the greens. It's actually very good for you, and as they say, carrots are good for your eyes, so is the greenery. It also has folic acid and vitamin A, and there's zinc and a whole bunch of other stuff in there. Here we have mint and lemon balm. They are both members of the same family, the mint family. They both smell absolutely wonderful. Lemon balm is lemony, peppermint is pepperminty. And you can tell the difference not only by their leaves, but peppermint will have a purplish stem. You can see that purplish stem there. And the lemon balm has a green stem. Look how long these garlic greens are. This is blue Scottish curled kale or something like that. Here's the cilantro, and this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it in the pieces, then I'm going to put it in the dehydrator. It's going to save me a step later if I can do it now. So I want just the leaves. Groups. What I'm going to do now is put everything in these gallon-sized Ziploc bags and deal with it tomorrow. I think I'm going to start with the biggest, which is the onions and the garlic greens. Look at these onions. Oniony. There are some pretty long pieces in here. I went ahead and cut these into the size pieces that I would need to put on the dehydrator. So already ready to go. I don't know what I'm going to put on the dehydrator, but I'm going to put something on it tonight so that it can dehydrate overnight. Obviously not the onion, because they're already in a bag. So I'll deal with these tomorrow. It seems much easier to just take a whole bunch of the scapes and cut them at once than it was to do it individually, because that was it's ridiculous starting with the onions. Now the garlic will be ready tomorrow as well. I don't see a need to wash the onions or garlic because they're immaculate. They're not dirty at all. There's no insect damage. I mean, onions and garlic repel most insects. I will be washing all of this, so I'm not even gonna fiddle with it. I'm just gonna put it in the bag. Peppermint. I'm gonna go ahead and do the lemon balm. It also needs to be washed. Last bag, the sage. The sage needs to be washed. I'm gonna go ahead and load up the dehydrator with this oregano and cilantro. This is the least amount of things, and I think that this should all fit on the 5 trays here. Alright, I went ahead and organized everything. I have the dehydrator loaded up. I'm going to go ahead and take it to the counter over there and plug it in for the night. What is in here is cilantro and oregano. And these bags behind me are all the other herbs, all the other stuff. There's sage, lemon balm, peppermint, garlic greens, and onion greens. I will be rotating these out over the next couple of days in the dehydrator. I might end up making some stew or something. And with the Brussels sprouts, I still need to put these away, but I'm going to put them probably in this bowl. I'll rinse this out and put the lid on it. I will definitely bring you back for whenever I'm cooking these, because roasting them in a cast iron pan with butter or a good quality lard, garlic, onions, bacon, and even some Parmesan or Swiss cheese on top. So good. I know this probably wasn't a very stimulating video, but we harvested some things. We took a little walk around the garden. I didn't really show anything off, but we stayed pretty much where we were harvesting things. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Hollow Acres Homestead. We'll see you next time.